Every few years, baseball does something rare. It stops being about franchises, it stops being about seasons, and it becomes something bigger. The best players in the world don't wear team jerseys. They wear their country's name across their chest. And suddenly, games feel different. Stars face teammates, rivalries cross continents, and a single mistake can end a nation's run. This isn't an exhibition. This isn't a warm-up. This is the World Baseball Classic. And here's everything you need to know about the 2026 tournament. The World Baseball Classic is often called the World Cup of Baseball, but what makes it different is that this isn't clubs, this isn't franchises, it's national teams, built from the best baseball talent on earth. Baseball is played professionally all over the world. For decades, those baseball worlds existed separately. The Caribbean, East Asia, North America, and parts of Europe. There was no single stage where they all truly met. The World Baseball Classic was created to change that. It's officially sanctioned by the sport's global governing body and organized in partnership with Major League Baseball and its players. And the title matters. The World Baseball Classic is the only international tournament that gives its winner the label of world champion. That's why people call it the World Cup of Baseball, because this is the title that actually means best country on earth. It isn't an exhibition. It isn't a showcase. It's the highest profile international baseball tournament in the world. And once you put elite talent, national pride, and a short tournament format together, the games stop feeling like a normal baseball season. Every inning matters. Every mistake is magnified. And even the strongest teams can be vulnerable. That combination, global talent, national identity, and pure pressure, is what makes the World Baseball Classic different. And now that you know what this tournament is, the real question becomes, how do teams actually earn their place here? The field is officially set for the 2026 World Baseball Classic. Most of the world's top baseball nations didn't need to qualify. They earned automatic spots based on their performance in the last tournament. But the final places in the field? Those came down to one last test. The World Baseball Classic qualifiers. 8 teams, 2 pools, 4 remaining spots on the line. Pool A was played in Taipei, Taiwan at the Taipei Dome. Chinese Taipei hosted a group that included Nicaragua, Spain, and South Africa, and from the start, one team took control. Nicaragua went undefeated, 3 wins, 0 losses, and locked up automatic qualification. That left Chinese Taipei and Spain left for the final spot. So it came down to a second-place playoff. 1 game, winner moves on. Chinese Taipei won, and officially secured its place in the 2026 World Baseball Classic. Pool B played out in Tucson, Arizona at Kino Veterans Memorial Stadium. That group featured Colombia, Germany, China, and Brazil. And Pool B produced the most dominant run of the entire qualifying round. Colombia went undefeated, 3 wins, and allowed just 1 total run across all 3 games. That single run came in their second game against China. Colombia qualified without question. The final spot came down to Germany and Brazil, who advanced to a second-place playoff. 1 game, everything on the line. Brazil won, earning the final qualification spot for 2026. So as the tournament approaches, 4 teams arrive the hard way. Nicaragua, Chinese Taipei, Colombia, Brazil. No invitations, no shortcuts. They earned their place on the field. And now, with the full field locked in, the road to the 2026 World Baseball Classic is ready to begin. The 2026 World Baseball Classic will be played across 3 countries and 4 host cities: Japan, Puerto Rico, and the United States. In Japan, games will be played in Tokyo at the Tokyo Dome, home to professional NPB. In Puerto Rico, games will be played in San Juan at Hiram Bithorn Stadium, a longtime international baseball venue. Both Tokyo and San Juan will host pool play only. The tournament then moves to the United States. In Houston, games will be played at Minute Maid Park, serving as a quarterfinal site. And in Miami, games will be played at Lone Depot Park. Miami will host the quarterfinals, both semifinals, and the championship game. So while the World Baseball Classic begins around the world, everything leads to one place: Miami. That's where the title will be decided. The 2026 WBC begins with 4 pools of 5 teams. Each team plays every other team in its pool one time. The rules are simple. The top 2 teams in each pool advance to the quarterfinals. Everyone else is eliminated. And finishing 5th, last place, does matter because those teams are typically sent back to qualifiers for the next tournament. Pool A is played in San Juan. The teams are Puerto Rico, Cuba, Canada, Panama, and Colombia. Pool B is played in Houston. The teams are United States, Mexico, Italy, Great Britain, and Brazil. Pool C is played in Tokyo. The teams are Japan, Australia, South Korea, Czechia, and Chinese Taipei. Pool D is played in Miami. The teams are Venezuela, Dominican Republic, Netherlands, Israel, and Nicaragua. So every pool has the same pressure. 2 teams move on. 1 team risks falling out entirely. And once pool play ends, there are no second chances. The World Baseball Classic becomes a single elimination bracket. Lose once, and you're out. The quarterfinals are split between Houston and Miami. Houston hosts 2 quarterfinal games, and Miami will host the other 2 quarterfinals, and every round after that. The matchups are set in advance. The runner-up of Pool C plays the winner of Pool D. The runner-up of Pool A plays the winner of Pool B. The runner-up of Pool B plays the winner of Pool A. And the runner-up of Pool D plays the winner of Pool C. From there, everything moves to Miami. The 2 semifinal games are played there, and the championship game is played there. At that point, there are no groups, no tiebreakers, no margin for error. Just win or go home. The WBC looks like normal baseball, but it doesn't play like a normal season. This tournament happens in March, around spring training, so player health is protected. That's why pitching is tightly controlled. Pitchers are on strict pitch limits, and those limits change by round. Early rounds are lower, later rounds allow more, but no one is throwing a full MLB workload. If a pitcher reaches the limit, they can finish the current batter, but they're done for the day, and may be unavailable for the next game or several. That changes strategy fast. Teams can't rely on one ace. Bullpen depth matters. Every pitching decision has consequences. There are a few other differences too. The designated hitter is always used. Extra innings follow modern MLB rules to avoid long games. And in pool play, run differential can matter in tiebreakers. So every run counts. That's why WBC games feel tighter, faster, and far more unpredictable than a normal season. Every team in this tournament has at least one player who defines how far they can go. Sometimes it's a global superstar. Sometimes it's a leader, a pitcher, or the heartbeat of the roster. In a short tournament like this, just one player getting hot can flip an entire pool, swing a knockout game, or change the bracket overnight. Here's the player to know for every team in the 2026 World Baseball Classic. When you strip away jerseys and focus on pure impact, these are the players who can take over an entire tournament. Some are MVPs. Some are built perfectly for short format chaos, and some bring positional value that matters even more in international play. These are the top 10 players to watch in the 2026 World Baseball Classic. In a tournament this short, rankings don't matter nearly as much as who shows up when it counts. The 2026 World Baseball Classic runs from March 5th to March 17th. Pool play begins on March 5th, and from the start, every game matters. With so few games, one mistake can change an entire group. Then the tournament flips. The knockout bracket begins on March 13th and March 14th with the quarterfinals. From there, there's no safety net. The semifinals are played on March 15th and March 16th, and everything comes down to one game. The championship on March 17th. No long series, no room to recover. Once the bracket starts, momentum decides everything. And that's everything you need to know about the 2026 World Baseball Classic. From the format, to the pools, to the players who can change the tournament in one instant moment. This is going to be a special one. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe so you don't miss my World Baseball Classic prediction video coming soon. And let me know in the comments who you think is winning it all. The World Baseball Classic is almost here, and once it starts, anything can happen. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more videos, please click up here. And I'm Sportsadier. I'll catch you guys next time. Until then, keep loving sports.